Alright, what is up everyone? Today I have the G Gundam. So this one here is obviously from the G Gundam TV series. This is the Neo Japan mobile fighter. It is the God Gundam. It is a pretty cool kit, if I'm honest. I'm looking forward to putting this together and finally having the God Gundam. I'm trying to get like one of every like mainline Gundam. It's going to take me a while. Some of them are really hard to find. But this one here is a kit that is actually quite difficult to find on the shelves these days. It's 2010, so it's 10 years old this year. And it is a bit of an older kit. So it is high-grade future century, so it's not one of these remakes and re-releases that they've started doing. So it is probably going to be a little bit on the crappy side and a bit of a pain in the ass to build is my expectation. So I'm going to build it, set it up, and leave it and not do anything with it after that. But let's pop this box open and take a look at what we've got inside. You've got your standard little sheet. This feels like it's, it's about 4 pages long, so this won't take very long. And we have 3 packs with maybe 2, maybe 3 runners in each of them. So we're looking at 6, maybe 7 packs of runners. 7 runners. Got some color correction stickers down here from the looks of it. And yeah, that is going to be fairly straightforward. I am looking forward to having these clear colored hands available to me for my other high-grade kits. Maybe get like a God Gundam HiRM or something like that. That'd be pretty cool to make. So yeah, this is going to be a bit of fun. Shouldn't take me too long, maybe just a couple of hours. And yeah, that cleans out my backlog of high grades. I do still have a couple of master grades to take care of at this point. They may end up already being up on the channel before I upload this video, but we'll see. Anyway, let's jump into it. Alright, so that is the G Gundam completed. So this one here, I have done a little bit of extra work on it. I noticed after I finished building it that these lines on the shoulders and these lines on the waist plate should be black. I didn't want to bother doing the stickers, and I had a black marker with me, so you will notice that those are done. However, this kit overall is a lot of fun. It's a really fun little kit. It looks great. It comes with a core unit, which is pretty cool. Come here, core fighter, come on, there we go. So it does come with a little core fighter unit, which is always quite a bit of fun when it's got one of these core fighter unit kits in the kit. Come on, focus, there we go. So this part here obviously has the wings that spread out for the G Gundam signature aura circle thing, which is not available with this kit because it's a high grade. But yeah, it does come with that rather signature thing going on with it, so that's pretty cool. If you're looking at getting a G Gundam kit and you don't already have the Japan mobile suit G Gundam, I would pretty strongly recommend getting this one actually. It's a fairly simple kit, fairly straightforward, but its colors and its aesthetic and its general overall look are great. It's a really, really cool, very atypical with the red, white, and blue, with accents of yellow. It's a very, it fits the stereotype of the mainline Gundam, right? So Wing also has the same color scheme. You've got the RX-78, same color scheme. You've got the original Strike, same color scheme. It's always, this is the hero suit. It's he's the one that's going to beat the big villain. I've never watched G Gundam, unfortunately, but from what looking into it I've done, I think this is the unit that he uses at the very end. Correct me if I'm wrong, please. But I think this is like the final version unit that he uses in the climax of the series, which is pretty cool, because I have watched the climax of the series. I've watched like the last 2 episodes, because spoilers, but it's just ridiculous. And I'm really curious as to how they got to that point. So I am going to have to add that to my watch list at some point. I may grin and bear the horrible English dubs that I have no doubt exist, just so I can watch it while I'm snapping a kit together, because I can't speak Japanese, so I can't listen to anime while I'm building, unfortunately, which is really unfortunate, but one day. Anyway, this particular kit, with its aesthetics and its simplicity of build and just how it turns out, it's definitely a 7 out of 10. It's nothing special, but it is a really cool looking kit. For a high grade, it's great. I'd recommend it if you're wanting to buy it, or if you're wanting to get someone into it, or someone that you know is a fan of the G Gundam series or something like that, or even just a fan of model kits. I would recommend this one over a lot of others. It's simple, looks great, and it's very much a good way to get someone addicted to the craft. But yeah, I wouldn't recommend it for someone that's been building for a long time, because more than likely they've got one version or another of it. But if you know for certain, or they've never gotten into it before, this is a really cool starting point kit. It looks great. It fulfills that hero role. And yeah, it just has a few little quirks to it that'll keep people entertained and mean that they will want to move on to other kits, because they haven't experienced everything that these things have to offer. But yeah, 7 out of 10. Do strongly recommend. That is the last of my backlog. Oh, I lie. It is not the last of my backlog. I still have the Sazabi to do. So look forward to that. I need to actually even start the filming process with that one. I haven't. It's still sitting in the bag that I bought it in, but I'll get around to that eventually. Sazabi is going to be a bit of a big project, but I'm really looking forward to it. But anyway, this was the G Gundam from G Gundam, the GF13017NJ2 G Gundam, Neo Japan mobile fighter. Yeah, if you've been humming and hawing over what kit to get next, and you don't already have a G Gundam, I do recommend this one. It's really cool. Comes with a few extra parts, so you do get the glowing hands and stuff like that, but I quite like him in his standard action pose, so I'm just going to leave him like that for the time being until I decide to change all of the poses that I have on display at the moment, which will probably be about a week. Anyway, I will see you in the next video, which will be the Sazabi.